Haldaratu, Michelle Myles seeds dat, Dusugusalik Ched at T. dxWləšucid Stoh-BAY-OH-SAHL Tulalip. Hi, I'm Michelle Myles. I'm a Lushootseed teacher, and I'm also Snohomish from Tulalip.
Haldaratu, Thomas STOH-BAY-OH-SAHL dxWləšucid Dusugusalik dxWləšucid Tulalip. Good morning, everybody. My name is Thomas Williams. I work at the Lushootseed Language Department as a Lushootseed teacher here in Tulalip. Good morning. Thank you.
aڵigʷs Natosha Gobin seed Stoh-BAY-OH-SAHL Tulalip Hello, my name is Natosha Gobin. I am of Snohomish descent, a member of the Tulalip tribes, and I want to raise my hands to you for tuning in with us as we share some stories today.
So this morning I am going to tell the story of rock cod told by Raymond Moses. Siyahob ati aḻigws, Yahob tub ati atmas. Aslātlil ti aļigws, ti gwalk atsil tabu. Al tudi tu hawk ti slātlils alti chulch. Rock cod was living there along with other kinds of people. A long time ago was when he lived down in the ocean. Hek dus hili ti aļigws, sqwād hili ti sqibk. Degui yobach, flu ta yilchaf twalti sadith stolak. Sqigŵəc ti llad bud. Rock cod was very bossy. He was always giving orders to everyone. He said, "King Salmon, you go to this particular river. That's where your children will be born." Degui busk, hey will, chuff twal tudi chka. Flu lukil, gwi slad bud guadabats all ti chka. You, crab, go on over to those rocks over there. Your kids will grow up under those rocks. Degui, oi, slas istab chuff all ti gwistab all te chulch. You, flounder, stay down deep in the river. Stay in the sand beneath the salt water. Degui, chulo, hey will chuff twalti up. Guabapadaf ati bibschub, iti tadika, sluoch chuff chahwa takt suit. You, gray whale, go to the deep water. If you are bothered by little minka tatika, go and beach yourself. Hili tub ti aļigws ti sqibk twal swuqŵs. Zahaqwo usut ti sqibk, sqigʷəc, sqigʷad. Chufulog dus gwad. Usut ti awa aļigws, sqwaked kuhili ti sqibk. Hoi kob di balt luhili ti sadith. Everyone was ordered around by rock cod until they got tired of it. Finally, they all said, "Let's get together. Let's discuss this." The main speaker was Gray Whale. He said, "That rock cod, he is always giving orders to everyone. How about us give orders to him for a change?" T'ob, gwo tiil mitmon, hoeheks usuts, sgwəlub char tiil aḻigws, gwo utub, o sgwəlub chud ti ațiltxw, heuk chud stob shche kuhili chud tibakwa, hoegwa sgwuqwad chud, kubad tibakwa gwas us istas qui lushootseed. The littlest one was Barnacle. He spoke up. Let's invite Rock Cod to a gathering. He will think, oh, I am going to be honored by the people because I am such an important person who tells everyone what to do. But no, we will reprimand him. Everyone agreed that this is how they would handle the situation. Tidadatu isab ti aḻigws ti chfulo iti subsob sutub uguhitsi chal squkwo tibakwa hoi uguhitsi chal sutub ti aḻigws o squkwo ti ațiltxw twalquigwas higwilts die as heath. The next morning, Gray Whale and Barnacle went to see Rock Cod. They told him, we are inviting you. Everyone is gathering, so we are inviting you. Rock Cod thought, oh, the people are getting together to honor me. He was very happy. O kwayatsab dus lached qui babots. Tub tiil aḻigws gwosutub. Fwaqwisab chuf tibakwa. Kuhihili chuf tibakwa. Hoi fwaqwisalogwa. Kuba tibakwa. Dai fwaqwis. 4 witnesses were called. They stood Rock Cod up and told him, everyone is tired of you. You are always ordering people around, and they are tired of it. Everyone agreed. They were really tired of it. Hoi, hili tub ti aḻigws ti ațiltxw. Tiat dia taraf twalsqwad. Hoi kal badaf dub ti aḻigws ti twal ti slachel. Dis ahoys. See a hob tube tia tiatmis. Then Rock Cod was given orders by the people. This rock right here is where you will be forever. And rocks are still the place where Rock Cod can be found even today. That is the end. Ray Moses tells this story. Dis ahoys. Tigwiseed, Todd Luckutz, Hoitsiaya Techech Debu. Thank you for listening to me, and take care of yourselves.
You got a commercial? I don't need that. Fluyahob to butlid at tisiahob, tulal tiatmis. Siahob, tischat. Al tudi tu hak, tia lagwab. A long time ago, there was this young man, tischat tisdas. Kingfisher was his name. Duslich dahab, dait hal. He was a good fisherman. A slath lil, tischat al ti zethlev. He lived by this creek. he lived along this creek, and that's where he would fish every day and every night. So alti chos lachel usak tiich stat. He would fly so high, he would almost touch the clouds. And then he would dive down, and as he dove down, he could hear the wind in his wings. So he was diving down, and he picked up a fish. He picked up this fish, and he brought it to his family. Then, there was these people. They were standing there watching him on the shore. And this young man, the was standing on the shore, and he says, "Oh, I want to be just like him. He's strong. He's a very good fisherman." And and this other person had said, "Oh, you don't want to be like him. He's not a good fisherman." So dufshuk usak ti dufshuk, and he flew back up high in the air. And as he flew as high as what? The clouds. He flew way up there. And he glanced down, he turned around and he looked back, and he saw the elders. They were down there telling stories. He could see the hunters hunting, and he could see the young children playing. And so then he decided to go way down again. Dufquad. Usakwti dufquad. What was he going down there to get, guys? He was going down to get a fish for his family. So he went down there to get some fish, and he was going to feed his family. So he went back down, and he grabbed the fish, and he went back up. Yeah, he went back up. And so then there was another one, and said, there was another person on the shore, and they said, "Oh, I bet he's flying around looking for some girls." TCIS. I bet he has girlfriends, maybe 2. So then that time he heard what they were saying. He heard them. They were tatabab. They were going like this. They were gossiping, talking to one another. And he heard them, but he ignored them. And so where'd he go? He flew back way up high. Dupshak. He flew way high in the sky. And he could see they were down there chit-chatting. So the next time he comes down, he flies back down, Dufquad, and he hears them. And they're saying, "Oh, I don't know what he's doing, but he's not getting his food family." Or family, food for his family. And so then he decided, "Oh, well, this is my last time. I'm going to go up, and I'm going to come back down, and I'm going to deliver fish for my family." And so this time he came down, and the people seen him coming. So he was diving. And he put himself right in the middle of the people. And he said, "Every time that I come down here, I see you guys, all you guys are doing is talking." He goes, "You guys are standing around here talking." He goes, "What would happen to me if I did that? Every time I come down, I bring food for my family. What if I was the one that was standing around here like you guys do?" And he, Usak, and he flew off. Die choice, and that is all.
O sgświəlub o hat sia yaya. Llwieħubtxw chad tia sqibk al ti pigʷədalʔtxw. Friends and relatives, a story that I'm called to tell right now is a story of Skunk, sqibk. Can you say that? Sqibk. Al ti pigʷədalʔtxw in the Longhouse. Skunk in the Longhouse. Al tuhalip a long time ago. Aḻigʷs ti sqibk. Skunk was walking. Aڵigʷs ti sqibk. Sgʷəlub qui stab al ti pigʷədalʔtxw. And he heard something at the Longhouse. Ulud ti aḻigws. He heard singing and drumming. Sgʷəlub asachid quidahwits quigwasguihits. Oh my goodness, how come they didn't invite me? It sounds like there's a big gathering going on. Hoi aڵigws ti sqibk twal ti pigʷədalʔtxw. And so he walked to the Longhouse. He wanted to see what was going on there. He walked up to the doors, and the people at the door were standing there, the doormen. And they said, no, hwe sqibk. Pigʷədalʔtxw hadub. No, I'm sorry. You're not allowed to come into this gathering. And sqibk thought to himself, now why wouldn't they want me to be here at this gathering? How come they didn't invite me? What is going on inside there? I need to find out. So he thought to himself, how can I get inside there? Tid. Oh, I have some important news. If I tell them what my important news is, maybe they'll let me go inside. So he walked up to the men at the door. Tid. I have some important information. I can't tell you guys. I got to tell all of the people. So I need you to let me in. Let me in so I can inform all of the people. This is very, very important. Everybody needs to know. Sqigŵad ti stobsh. So the men were talking. They thought, well, he says his news is important. We know this is Skunk. We know he might be up to something, but we can't take a chance. We better let him come in. Let's let him come in, and we'll have him go in and share his important information. Hoi hadub ti sqibk. And then Skunk went inside of the Longhouse, and he looked around. He saw all the people gathered there. Everybody was gathered there, and he was still thinking, asachid quidahwits quigwasguihits. Now, why didn't they invite me? So he's looking at all the people gathered there. And he went up twal ti sqigŵad to the head speaker. And he said, tid. I have some important information. I need you to stop everything that's going on here. I need you to clear the floor. This news is so important that nobody outside of this Longhouse should be able to hear it. And so the sqigŵad told everybody, Gwadilli, I need you all to sit down. Sqibk. Skunk has some important news that he wants to share with us. Gwadilli. So everybody sat down. Skunk said, my news is really important. All of those holes in the Longhouse, I need you to plug all of those holes because none of this information can get out. So, all of the birds, they started to pick things up and they started to stuff all of the holes in the wall. They're like, wow,
His news must be really important. We got to make sure nobody outside of this longhouse can hear it. So they got finished and they plugged all of the holes and everybody was sitting there just like you guys are sitting right now. They were sitting there nice and quiet, ready to hear the news. Are you guys ready? You ready to hear the news? Eh? So everybody was sitting there and they were so patient. Oh, wow. What do you think his news could be? This is so important. What is going on? That skunk would interrupt this gathering and tell everybody to sit down and tell everybody to plug up all the holes, and that this news cannot get outside of this building. Oh, this has to be some really important information. Hoy, abəyaʔ ti sqibk. He walked out onto the floor. Tulalip ti sqibk, and he started dancing. Ti sqibk. And then he started to spray the people. a麗ɡ̑ws ti sqibk. Oh, he smelled so bad. All of the people got up and they started running. They went running for the door. You remember those men that were standing outside the door that were guarding the door? You guys remember how I was talking about them? Yeah. Everybody went running towards the door and they knocked that door down, and those doormen got stuck under there. Oai, sqibk. Oai is flounder, sqibk is skatefish. They got smashed under that door, and that's why today they are flat. That's the end of this part of the story. All right. Another story that I've been wanting to tell is the story of sqigʷəb, the story of Mother Grouse. I forgot to mention that Thomas is the one who told Skunk in the Longhouse. And this is another one that we hear from Thomas. Sqigʷəb. Can you guys say sqoi? Sqigʷəb.
Girl.
Sqigʷəb. Sqigʷəb. Mother Grouse. Al tudi tuha si sqigʷəb. Long ago there lived Mother Grouse. Abs budbada akwika. She had a lot of children. Jaden, hold the love. Mother Grouse lived there a long time ago, and she had a lot of children. Altis slugs, twaltaud. When she would leave and she would go to town, taud. Tsuts, she would tell all of her kids, oh, tid budbada. Altid slug. Oh, my children, are you listening? When I leave and I go to town, you guys cannot go outside. If you guys go outside, you might be taken by abəyaʔ. You guys want to know who abəyaʔ is? Yeah. Coyote. Coyote. Can you say abəyaʔ? Abəyaʔ. Coyote. It's important that you guys don't leave when I go to town, because when I have to leave, you need to stay inside our house. Don't go outside. abəyaʔ might come along and he might snatch you up. Hoy utlug sqigʷəb. And so she left. She took off. And this is what she would usually do. She would leave. She would go take care of things, come home, and then take care of her kids. And every time she told them, you guys don't go outside. You guys might get snatched by abəyaʔ. Hoy lakats tiil budbadats. Her children didn't listen. Altis slugs, when she left, shadzal tiil wiutsu gwol uukwook chagwalt. When she left, her kids went outside and they started to play. Hoy tia abəyaʔ. And then there was this coyote. He was just wandering around. Gŵlulud quistab. And then he heard something. Ulud ti'ill wiutsu. He could hear the children playing. So he walked towards that. He walked towards where the children were playing. Ashud ti'ill pigʷədalʔtxⵡ sqigʷəb. And he saw all of Mother Grouse's children sitting there playing. They weren't paying attention. They weren't looking out for him. Hoi sgʷəlub. And so as they were playing, he would grab one and he would gobble it up. None of the other children noticed that their sibling went missing. So he would grab another one and he would gobble it up. And still, none of the other kids were paying attention. They were just playing around, playing around. There were so many of them. So he thought, oh, one kid, she'll never notice. Another kid, she'll never notice. And next thing you know, he gobbled up all of the kids. Oh, he was so full. He was feeling kind of sick. So he decided, all right, I'm done here. So he continued on his walk, just wandering around. sqigŵəb. Mother Grouse returned. Ashud ti'ill sṭoh-BAY-OH-SAHL. And she noticed all of these feathers all over the ground. Ashaidub Gwastaba quis hois. And then she knew what had happened. She knew that her kids didn't listen. They went outside. They were messing around, and that they got snatched by sgibk. Hoi sak sqigŵəb. And so she flew up, sqigŵəc sgibk, and she started searching for Coyote. Ashud ti'ill sgibk. And she saw him down there, and he was walking along. sgʷəlub. And so she dove down at him. Achada, sqibk. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Said sgibk. What's wrong with you? Sasak sgʷəlub. And again she flew up and she dove down at him. Achada, I didn't do anything to you. What's wrong? Why are you doing this to me? Sasak sgʷəlub. Then she flew up again and she dove down at sgibk. Oh, this woman, this woman is just crazy. Why is she doing this to me? As Coyote said that, he had feathers just dropping out of his mouth. Altisbosah, on the fourth time, sasak sgʷəlub. When she flew up and she dove down at him, she knocked him down. And he fell down the cliff. Achada, he fell and he was in 1,000 pieces at the bottom of the cliff. And then Mother Grouse, she took off. Hagwa ti'ill sgwabats. For a long time, he laid down there in thousands of pieces. La'ebash ti stakayu. Brother Wolf was walking. Petid gwasab, and he was just thinking, Achada, dxwuləšucid tid sqigw sgibk. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen my brother Coyote in a long time. I wonder where he is. I wonder what happened to him. He must have got into some type of trouble. And as he was thinking that, he looked down at the bottom of the cliff and he could see his brother in thousands of pieces. All right, I better go down there and I better see what happened. So Brother Wolf, he got to the bottom of the cliff and he saw his brother just in thousands of pieces. So he started to pick up the pieces and he started to put his brother together. He put him back together. And then he stepped over him. Count with me, ready? Ready? Cho, Sali, Liu, Bos, Altisbosal, Gwadilaftispiao. And on the fourth time after he stepped over him, Coyote sat up. Achada. Toch chadas itu. Oh my goodness, I must have been asleep. Huegwads itu, you weren't asleep. I had to fix you. I had to put you back together. Achada. Ayayash ti spiao. That silly coyote. He was always up to something. Dietsois ti siahob. Sqigŵəb. That's the end of this story of Mother Grouse. This is one that was another one of the stories that was passed on by the late Tiatmas. We love being able to keep his storytelling alive. He was a great historian for our people. And I think we've got another story coming up.
Chuff. Lushootseed Department. So I'm going to tell the story that was told to us by Raymond Moses, Crow and Octopus. Tulalip Lushootseed. A long time ago, there lived this crow, and she used to go down to the shore. Aḽigʷs aڵigʷs aļigʷs tibusk tibusk pigʷədalʔtxვის sqibk. Sqigʷəc. So Crow went down to the beach, and she was searching for her food. She was met by her friend Crab, and Crab said, "Crow, Crow, do not go down to the beach. Octopus lady lives down there." And at that time, Crow flew up in the air and yelled back, "I already know." Aڵigʷs sqigŵəc. Sqigŵəc. Pigʷədalʔtxვის sqibk. Octopus. So Crow went back down to the beach, and she was searching for her food. This time she was met by her friend Starfish. And Starfish said, "Crow, Crow, do not go down to the beach. Octopus lady lives down there." And she flew up in the air and yelled back, "I already know." Pigʷədalʔtxვის sqibk. So Crow went back down to the beach. This time, when she was searching for her food, she was met by her friend Salmon. And Salmon said, "Crow, Crow, do not go down to the beach. Octopus lady lives down there." And she didn't listen. She flew off and she yelled out, I already know. Bala-eba sqibk sgʷəlub aļigʷs aļigʷs dxwl dxwl pigʷədalʔtxⵡ alturis sqibk sgʷəlub Octopus hide. So Crow went back down to the beach and she was searching for her food. This time she was met by Killer Whale. And Killer Whale said, Crow, Crow, do not go down to the beach. Octopus lady lives down there. And she flew up in the air abruptly and yelled out, I already know. Bala-eba sqibk sgʷəlub aļigws aļigws dxwl dxwl pigʷədalʔtxw alturis sqibk sgʷəlub Octopus hide. So Crow went back down to the beach again, and this time when she was searching for her food, she was met by her friend Gray Whale. And Gray Whale said, Crow, Crow, do not go down to the beach. Octopus lady lives down there. And we know she didn't listen. She flew off in the air and yelled back, I already know. Bala-eba sqibk sgʷəlub aļigws aļigws sqibk aļigws sqibk. Crow went back down to the beach and she was searching for her food. This time she wasn't met by a friend, she was met by Octopus lady. And Octopus lady said, Crow, Crow, you are my good food. And that is the end of Poor Thing Crow. dxwl
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, God. Let me go. It's all good.
Is this one on?
Lyahob to butlid chad atisiahob swuqŵad sqigŵəc. Eh. Eh. So I'll tooty to hawk. Zalkstut. To la ulu. See a sqigŵəc iti swuqŵad. La ulu. Utsuit tia swuqŵad. Sqigŵəc. A shootchof til stick to kayu all to aڵigʷs.
Wait.
Ut ilibaf see a sqigŵəc.
Echofsiaya, echofsiaya, guaquadsta, guaquadsta.
Sqigŵəc. Sqigŵəc. A shootchof ti stick to kayu all to aڵigვის.
Wait.
Do you see those wolves up on the shore?
Sqigŵad shoot.
Hoigwo but ilibaf see a sqigŵəc.
As chalchofsiaya.
Ut itilaf ti stick to kayu. And the wolves became closer. They came closer. And swuqŵad and Loon were paddling towards the shore. They were getting closer. And the wolves were getting closer too. But suit tia swuqŵad. Sqigŵəc. A shootchof ti stick to kayu all to aڵigვის.
Sqigŵad shoot.
Ah, chada. Hoigwo itilaf tia stick to kayu. And the wolves were getting even closer. Hoigwo ew ti swuqŵad. Hoigwal. Achadas to eat sqigŵəc. Ugwatsil to eat stick to kayu. And the wolves and Loon escaped. She jumped out of the canoe, but Deer was still in the canoe singing. Utilibaf to eat sqigŵəc. Hoigwal. Gwatsil left and the wolves came out to the canoe. Hoigwal kuradaf to eat eltbeed. Hoigwal. Hoitsiaya sqigŵəc. These toys.
We are all done for today. As boot boot lachi beat to bootlid. Thank you to those who came in and showed up. Thank you to all of you who tuned in to hear some of these traditional stories. We appreciate you taking some time out to join us. Tgwləšucid, tgwlətabootlid, tgwləšucid. Thank you all, each and every one of you. Take care.